Oh, well, hey, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Love Island. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all, let's just hop right on in with this mess. Okay, so originally, or at least at the beginning of the episode, we see where the girls and the guys are indecisive about who they're going to choose. Okay, Corey don't know if he's going to go with Isabel or if he's going to go with Leslie. Same thing with Cash and Charlie and CINCO. Cash over there saying that she still has feelings for CINCO, but she really likes Charlie, so she doesn't know what she wants to do. Shannon is like, girl, I think that you should go with Charlie because you really deserve a guy like Charlie. Keywords for saying, girl, if you take Charlie back, then I ain't got to worry about my homegirl, Miss Trina, being out here single, because that'll leave CINCO to her. So how about you just go ahead and take Charlie back so that my homegirl Trina won't be in this throuple anymore? I guess, because I feel like she was high-key advocating for her good Judy, because I don't think I've ever seen Shannon being happy. I don't think I've ever seen Shannon be happy for Cash since she's been on this show. Now she done got with old buddy. Now you want to be like, oh no, this is great. Cash said on the last episode that y'all weren't too sure about Charlie, and then now y'all are all in. And I think y'all probably all in because y'all see that Trina really likes CINCO. So if Charlie takes Cash up on her offer or whatever, and then that's gonna leave CINCO over there with Miss Trina. That's what I think was gonna happen. Isabel says that she's not happy with Corey because Corey's not keeping it 100 with her, right? Because she want to know what's going on, what's the dealio. She's really feeling Corey, but Corey's not he's not giving her enough for her to know that she'll likely be chosen by him. All right. Now, I already knew that Jeremy was feeling Jeannie, and I knew he was going to pick her ass as well. What else we got? Will and Leslie. Will tells her that CINCO is really interested in her. Here he go. Here he go. You trying to put him on one of the new girls, and you yourself ain't even trying to be on to one of the new girls. Shut up. All right. Leslie says that she wants him to continue to explore his feelings for Cash and stuff. Like, she likes him a lot, but she doesn't want to come in between him and Cash. And I'm just like, girl, you sound dumb as hell. You sound just how I already thought you were, getting in where you fit in so that you can stay on this show, and she gets what she wants in the end. You went around talking to just about every guy, moving from every single guy because you wanted to make sure. I don't think she was really trying to find her connection. I think she was trying to find her connection to the show. Those are my thoughts. All right. What else did we see? Later on, we could see, and she also said she wasn't closing the door on Corey either. So that was another thing. I was like, I don't trust you. So Olivia and Josh both get a text, and that's when they learn about the recoupling that's going to be taking place that night, right? So Kira is all excited to go back because she misses Will, but she's highly afraid that he may not even pick her. He may end up choosing somebody else, okay? Charlie goes, and to the homeboys, and says that he feels as though Cash's decision is based on a what if versus a what is. I could not even fault him on that because it's definitely on some what if. And it's like, I feel like she came out better with the gamble of taking Charlie back to the house with her, because let's say CINCO be on some BS, you still got your dude. And if you decide that you don't want your dude and you want to get with CINCO, you still got that option. So yeah, so I feel like, don't take that boy back, girl. Don't be going back there empty-handed, honey. And empty-handed she did not. CINCO wishes he would have had one more talk with Cash and Trina. I said, what? Something. He wished he would have had a conversation. It would have made things more easier for his decision. What? Baby, you've been in turmoil since it was a Trina and a Cash, okay? You've been in turmoil the entire time. And so much so that after Cash had the conversation with you, you had more than enough time to talk to Miss Trina, yet you chose not to. So what's going on? What's going on? Somebody, he wish he had more time. Baby, you just an indecisive ass man that don't know what he wants. And ain't nobody got time to be sitting up there wasting it on you trying to figure out what you want. And another thing. I kind of felt the way about the dudes being able to make the decision. Maybe it was their turn to make the decision, but I just kind of felt like, why they got to be able to make a decision on who they choose, whether they're going to choose somebody from the house or they're going to choose one of the ladies. I'm like, why the ladies can make a decision on who they wanted, okay? Let them make the ultimate decision. Let them, you know what I'm saying? Let the dudes walk down from where they live. Yeah, let the ladies make the decision versus the men making the decisions. But I guess, honey, water alcohol. So we see where Olivia is sitting down talking to Cam. She says she likes him, but doesn't know if she sees it going any further. But Cam is like, it's whatever you want to do. It's no hard feelings. I need Olivia off the show. I'm tired of her as being on this show. She's wasting people's time. She's wasting space. I feel the same way about Olivia as I felt this Mora. Never satisfied, like you are the problem. And then want to sit down trying to figure out, why am I not good enough for any of these guys? Yeah, please tell America. Why are you not good enough? Or is it, why are they not good enough for you? Like, what is it, girl? And what it ultimately is, she wants a white man. Miss Olivia want her a white man, and that white man would have been Slade, had Slade not have to come back to Georgia. Now, I did watch the interview that Slade did with After the Island, and what did Slade say? I'm trying to see, did I have any notes or something like that about what Slade said? Slade said it was, he said that he works with his family while I'm on Slade, and I'll get back to the show. But Slade says that he works with his family, and that it was a situation that happened that caused him to go back home. He said he didn't want to dive too much into it. But what I think, he said that he felt a bit selfish for his decision. So when he said that, that made me think, due to the pandemic and due to the virus going around and understanding that they have a family business together, I believe the family was on his arse about him going down to Hawaii, potentially bringing back the virus, knowing that they got this business and stuff that they run in addition to everything else. Okay. You probably gonna put somebody else at jeopardy. Maybe a family member is sick. Their health isn't that great. So, you know, you could possibly put them in jeopardy. So I really think that could have been the reason, even though he did not want to dive further into it. If that ain't the reason, then the producers used you on some whole shit. Okay, pretty much. Okay, and they played Miss Olivia because y'all could have been the match, and he felt as though Olivia could have been the match for him. So they robbed her of an opportunity. Okay, what else did he say? He talked about his friends in the house. Of course, he said that he felt like he was really close with West, Jeremy, and I think it was one more person that I can't think. Will. It was Will. He was really, really close with Will, West, and Jeremy. Okay, so those was his people. But another thing that he said that was interesting, he said something like season 4. So he kind of like hinted at season 4, not saying that he's truly going to be doing season 4, but he would not mind coming back for season 4. I would not mind seeing Slade come back as an original member in the cast for season 4, considering the fact that he was not able to be a part of this full process. So I would not mind, and he had to leave on his own. It wasn't that he was eliminated because somebody didn't choose him or anything like that. He had to opt out. So I would not mind seeing him come back as one of the original guys in the next season. So CBS, Paramount, whoever the production company is, y'all think about that. And I would not mind seeing Slade back. Okay, that's that on that. Let's hop right on back in. So Corey and Leslie, she's focused on him and CINCO, is what she tells him, but wants both of them to make the best decision for themselves, right? Now, at a later time, I see where Leslie is also talking to CINCO, and she said, because I'm not a fan of Leslie, y'all. I feel like I may like Shannon more than I actually like Leslie, or they may be neck and neck. So when it came down to CINCO, she was talking to him, and she was like, you know, I just want to know where your head's at, but you know what I'm saying? It's no pressure or anything, because it's not like I got to know. And I was like, bitch, what in the reverse psychology is this? So I feel like that's something that she may play on, the reverse psychology, to get what it is that she wants out of people, okay? Because CINCO ended up telling her exactly what was on his mind. I'm like, he was gonna tell you anyway. So why did you have to say it's no pressure? You don't really need to know. It's not like that didn't even make no sense, girl. He was gonna tell you anyway. So yeah, okay. Corey also goes on to say that he enjoys Isabella, and then turns around and said, but I need more time. And I'm like, no, the hell you don't, because the time that you had, Corey, you used that time to connect with who you wanted to connect with, and Isabel was not one of those people. And for me, seeing, and Corey, you should have seen, because you've been in the house, how Leslie is moving about so with all of these guys. Let me tell y'all something. Now that she's chosen, she's going to, in my opinion, revisit those connections that she did not get to fully penetrate. Those are my thoughts. So I feel like at this point, Corey, I was feeling bad for you. If you get played, good luck, okay? You just get played and you deserve whatever, because Isabel came in the house. She was clear. You were never a second option for her. She knew exactly what she wanted. She was on your head, whether she was more vulnerable or not. I don't know how vulnerable you want her to be. Okay, so you definitely, only for you to turn around and say that Isabel was being more vulnerable. I was like, boy, go shut the hell up. And then when he chose Leslie at the end, he ended up saying how much Leslie was he was speaking on the person that he felt was more vulnerable. So I was like, okay, maybe he'll pick Isabel because he sat up there and said that she was being more vulnerable than the other girls. And then here it is, you turn around and pick Leslie. What's some clown shit? And I'm like, I hope she continues to kiss on everybody. I hope she continues to play you, because you should have never picked her bibbity bobbity boo headed ass. Anyway, but okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on because Corey done made me mad. What else do we have here? Leslie, oh yeah. So when Leslie told him that she wants him to, she said, okay, so when Corey was sitting down with Leslie and she was saying, oh, I like you, I like CINCO or whatever, but make the best decision for you. He also told her about how Corey told her how he had a conversation with Isabel when they were in the bed together. And she was kind of like expressing some things. This is what Leslie says. Leslie says, don't let anyone change your decision on or anything like that. Whatever you want to do, don't let anyone change your decision. The same thing Jeremy went to go tell to Florida. Don't let nobody in this house affect your decision, right? Because Jeremy knew at that time that he was number one with Florida, and now Leslie knows that she's number one with Corey. So when I heard that, I said, she's giving me Jeremy energy. I'm not featuring Miss Mamas. Hurry up and control alt delete her. Okay, she has to go. Okay, backspace, 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 delete, delete, delete. She has to go. Okay, erase all of the cookies because she has to go. All right, now what else do we have? Because I ain't like that. Miss Charlie and Cash. She tells her that he is here for her, but the elephant in the room, of course, is still lingering. That's the situation that's dealing with her and CINCO. She says that she's sorry, but she's still conflicted. Of course, she's gonna play it up for the cameras. Charlie tells her that he wants to do this thing with Cash because Cash was like, are you sure you want to do this thing with me? I'm like, Cash, this is something we've been wanting for you, even though I was a little shaky, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still watching Mr. Charlie because we don't know. I feel like Charlie has given you more in a short amount of time than CINCO has given you. So what are we doing here? Girl, don't choose this man. Take him back to stunt. Okay, on CINCO, take this man back to stunt and let's stop playing, okay? Period. Isabel and Corey, they talk. He gonna sit up there and tell her, I feel like, you're not really opening up to me. And then she's like, yeah, it takes me a minute, to like open up and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, she could have opened up to you had you given her the time to open up to you. You could sit up here talk about something. Oh, I need more time. What? Bad. Oh, what else we got? Miss Leslie and CINCO. Okay, she says that's when I told y'all she had the conversation with CINCO, some no pressure, but it's not like I really need it anyway. Girl, bye. Josh and Will. Okay, Josh and Will. Of course, Josh thinks that Kira and Shannon were gonna come back single. He was right. Olivia has to go. Olivia has to go. Olivia has to go. Olivia, like a whole cheer. Get her ass up out this house. Okay, Olivia says that she wants someone that matches her better. She asking why is she not good enough for the guys and stuff. And I'm already going over this. Y'all get Olivia out this house. Olivia has not found her match. I'm feeling like Olivia will not find her match. Go ahead and peace out. I don't fault her for not bringing Cam to the house because it is kind of like, don't bring somebody just to say that you got somebody. But I mean, it's something about Olivia I'm not featuring, especially when I see on the previews the next episode where she's like, oh, I think I like you. I think I like you, Corey. I think I like Corey. And then at another time, we're like, oh, I like Jeremy. I really like Jeremy. And then she go back, Giovanni, I really think it's you. I really think it's you. I'm going to stick with you, okay? Nobody gonna love me better. I'd rather stick with you forever. Like, I'm like, Olivia, bye. Get her out. Get her. Go. Greyhound her back. Greyhound her back. I'm tired. Shannon says if we go over there and one of the guys' heads, so this was funny. Shannon said if we go over there and one of our guys' heads turn, then that wasn't your guy. Meaning, if we go over there and y'all dudes' heads turns, that wasn't your guy. Because I know my guy not gonna turn his head, period. I know I'm going back to my man. Okay, we here. But for the rest of y'all, I'm just trying to make y'all feel good because I know I'm good over here. Basically, that's what she was saying. Okay, now we get to the decision. Of course, Josh stays with Shannon. When it gets to Jeremy and Genevieve, okay, Jeremy chooses Genevieve. Miss Shannon was like, oh my God. She was shook up like Genevieve, like, who is Genevieve? When she sees her, she knows exactly who she is. And she's like, oh my God, poor guy. So I want to know the tea. I want to know the tea about Miss Jenny, but what I will say is Jenny talks too damn much. I feel like Jenny is too young for Jeremy, but Jeremy does not care because truth be told, Jeremy really don't want to be here no way. But when he saw those big jugs sitting on her chest, he figured he'll have some fun with it. But let some more girls come in his house, Jeremy's gonna drop Miss Jenny like a hot potato, baby. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. He gonna drop her right where she's staying. Let's move on. Olivia, she came back alone and looking dumb, but okay. CINCO gives this long, dumb speech. I felt like he was tripping over his words. He didn't even know what he wanted to say. I was like, baby, just make the decision. Hey, what you finna do? Just make it. Hurry up, hurry up. We ain't got time. About to be a commercial break. Tell us what's going on. He chooses Trina. First time I've actually felt bad for Trina. I felt bad that he chose Trina because I felt like he chose her in a sense, like as like a scapegoat or whatnot. He chose her to be in the same position that they ended up in. And she's going to mention that on the next episode. She's going to mention how, yeah, I know you still like Cash. So what's up? We're back at square one. You're right. He chose you to be in that very same position. But what would be messed up is if he chose you only to leave you. Yikes. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Where else are we? Corey chooses Leslie, and like I told y'all before, he deserves to get played. I've already broken that down. Okay, now Cash came in with her man. I loved you. CINCO looked hurt. CINCO looked hurt. CINCO was sick about it. He didn't know what to do. He tried his best to keep a straight face, but inside that man was internally bothered. I believe CINCO would have probably chosen Cash had they gave him that option, but I believe her name is Ariel. She said, do you choose Trina or one of the other ladies? So I think in his head, he was like, okay, so Cash is not an option. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna go with Trina. That's what I think happened. All right. What else? So after, okay, Will chooses Kira. She's so happy. She kisses all over him. She's so in love. I'm so tired of them. Ugh. Whatever, but they may have found love on the island. So when it comes to Shannon goes over to talk to Kira. She let her know, like, girl, listen, your man was over there looking nervous. I said, girl, okay, you gonna need to go over there and talk to them, man, because something went down when you was not here, girl. You got to talk to him. Meanwhile, Will is over there. He's talking to a Flo. Flo is crying, talking about how she feeling bad. And so I'm like, girl, what you feeling bad for? Girl, y'all was in possible more or whatever. Okay, y'all was doing y'all thing, so it is what it is. Honey. Don't feel too bad. All right, because he also fully participated. So that's on him. Don't take that hurt. That's his hurt. Let him deal with that. All right. And then we also see where Will goes to Kira afterwards as well and tells her, listen, I need to talk to you, girl. We got to have a conversation. So she's like, about what? He was like, oh, it's that thing, it's that thing bad. And I'm like, you think it ain't bad? It may not be bad to you, but it's going to be bad to her. And the fact that you need to have the conversation with her lets us know that it's not good. All right. But good luck. All right. Then we see, like I told y'all, next episode, Miss Olivia being full of SHI and a T, and I need her to go ahead and be removed from the show. That's all I got. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.